Now it's time for our tech tip presented by SBT, the world's largest remanufacturer of personal watercraft engines.
In this week's SBT tech tip, we're going to talk about magneto flywheel and power takeoff, or commonly known as PTO flywheel removal. It is necessary to remove your flywheels in order to disassemble your engine. In order to remove our flywheel, we have to keep our engine from turning. We're going to accomplish this by putting a rag in the exhaust port and turning the engine so the piston jams against it. Next thing we need to do is remove this flywheel nut. So with our wrench, put that on, and then with the engine now stationary, we can remove the flywheel nut. The next thing we need to do is install our flywheel puller. Here I have a universal flywheel puller here that you can get at any local hardware store. This puller will pull most of your flywheels off your personal watercraft. A lot of more modern personal watercraft require a special tool that you need to get from the dealer. Another important thing to have on your universal flywheel puller is a shaft protector so you don't damage the end of your crankshaft. Now it's very important when installing these bolts that you don't turn these in any more than 10 turns. Any more than that and it'll go through the flywheel and damage the coils underneath. And we do that with all three. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The next step is to pull the flywheel. So we take our wrench, we put it on our flywheel puller, turn the center bolt in, and remove the flywheel. Now if yours doesn't come off that easy, one thing you can do is install your universal flywheel puller and then tap the end with a mallet. Next we want to remove our PTO flywheel. Again, we have a rag into the exhaust port, jamming the piston so the engine doesn't move. Next thing we need to do is install a chain wrench. With the chain wrench installed, all we have to do is hold on the engine, turn the PTO flywheel counterclockwise to remove it. If you have problems removing your PTO flywheel, you can heat it with a propane torch, but you will ruin your crank seals, so don't plan on using those again. One important point is these PTO flywheels come in different sizes. The OEM manufacturer makes a few different weights, and there's also a few available aftermarket. A lighter PTO flywheel will give you better bottom end performance where you'll take off quicker. A heavier PTO flywheel will give you better top end performance or top speed.